At the current point, it's a time of unrest all around the world, which is in accord with the Pluto and Uranus square. That is happening at a 657 Capricorn Aries. So the leadership of the world is being dismantled. The corporate leadership, there has a way of being trauma-related with these kind of issues here. As in physicality, when you have a Pluto square Uranus in this kind of configuration, the pressures seem to be always ready just to crack. Like a lightning striking a granite block is the image of it. Aries, in its powerful explanation of itself, is like a lightning bolt, constantly going off like a Tesla coil. And that sparking action of Aries is now going up against the granite mountain, which is more the image of Capricorn, that has the great wealth and the great mystery. Capricorn is the sign of the mystery of initiation. The initiations are those that take you through the process, take you over and into higher consciousness. The higher consciousness just being more maturity, just as you go through any of the indigenous rites of our earlier ancestors, and that's all of us, not is relegated to any one specific group, but we all are of indigenous nature. And in that deep past, the movement and awakening of our light was always done with a group ceremony. It was brought together from a standpoint of honoring and appreciating the process of transformation. And there is no process of that for any spiritual kind of process, awakening at this point, from the standpoint of the outside of the old religious and ancient belief systems. If the ancient belief systems do not agree with your rational mind, then they create a cognitive dissonance. That's where you can't think. Cognitive dissonance, it means there's so much trouble in the mindscape, in the mind stream, that you can't think. 9/11 is cognitive dissonance. All wars are of cognitive dissonance. And because of their true nature, people do not wish to harm anyone. Everybody comes from love. In the present state of the media, which we see, is a very undesirable, destructive gossip that is coming about with all the different levels of mind control. That is one of the reasons why it's necessary to ensure that we have a higher type of media to enjoy. It's going to take a full manifested studio of professionals to do anything of any future content. That new alliance will also demand a interactivity where the stars, so to speak, can't be behind the closed doors. When I ran tennis tournaments, and I've run hundreds of tennis tournaments, I always went to achieve the best players in the area. But the overall desire of mine was to have the best competition available. And the one thing I also wanted to see was any coach that I was working with, anyone that called themselves an instructor, would play as well. Because if you can't put yourself out on the playing field and show people under pressure that you can do what you tell them to do in practice, then you are truly not welcome as a teacher, because an individual has to put into practice what they're teaching. That's the way they learn it. From the standpoint of being respectful of your truth, your belief system, so that you're not in cognitive dissonance, you have to put yourself on the playing field and perform. And from that, people lacking confidence. That confidence is the key point of knowing if you're on your purpose, if you know that you have become a professional, if you are really in that alignment. In society, we are given licenses to do different things, and because society approves of your ability. Other areas, these licenses are seen in different ways. It's based upon your achievement, your work, your expression, or your play. We know that the people that play the most are the wealthiest. People that play as actors or people that play sports and developing a skill. The other side of it is you have to know the details of the entire process that you're going through. And to know that, you need a help of a larger council or a society, and one that is not mysteriously out there. It's one that is intimately within. And we have our own council within in our own way, but in society we have that council that is demanded to really bring about initiation processes. The energies that we're following are making a transition point here with 2012 is a paradigm shift. And that paradigm shift requires a different focal point for the game, where the focal point is now in the achievement of the bliss, not the rewards, but the bliss. Is that when you feel a little better every day, feel a little happier every day, it's because you're feeding yourself the kind of thoughts that are going to nurture your light body. That is one of the key things here, is how do you nurture your light body, as this is being affected in so many ways through your physical body. But we are here to nurture our light body with thoughts of peace, confidence, and purpose, and bliss. That's the pathway, and the initiation is part of us becoming unified. Nobody initiates alone. Thank you for being part of this. If you can help with the Kickstarter project, we'd certainly appreciate it, because it's a very important part of what we're doing.